What's up, Builders Club TV Nation? You got Dewan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad, and I am super excited, fired up, really excited for the guest that we have for you tonight, family. We have an entrepreneur, social media coach, author, speaker. This gentleman has done a lot so far in his career, still doing so many things to help a lot of people inside of the network marketing, home business industry. We got Frazer Brookes on the show, family. I told you guys it's going to be an exciting episode this time around. We're going to get a chance to pick his brain a little bit, talk to him about some of the things concerning social media that a lot of us in this industry have questions about. Again, he is the expert in that area. He's got a brand new book out we want to talk to him about too, get some insight on that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning into the show. Continue to share this platform with your friends and let them know that the Builders Club TV Nation is finally here. Let's make sure that we got our good friend on with us. Frazer, can you hear me okay, sir? I can hear you loud and clear, man. Let me make sure I get you on camera as well so that we can speak to you and talk to you, man, and see what's going on in your neck of the woods. There we go, man. What's going on, Frazer?
Loving life. You good?
We're doing amazing, better than amazing. And excited about having you on the show. I want to tell you thank you for coming on to the Builders Club TV show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you putting it together. The impact and the value you're putting out there is just so good, and not a lot of people are stepping up to make it happen, and I'm glad it's you that's making this happen, so I appreciate you.
Man, that means a lot coming from you, man. Excited to have you on. Of course, we have a lot of questions. Especially concerning social media, because that's one of the big monsters that a lot of us in our industry are trying to tackle, trying to get our grip on, trying to understand this social media monster, right? Because it's like a big boom right now, and more now than ever, entrepreneurs are starting to understand the importance of really leveraging it to build and grow their business. So first, before we go and dive into that, on our show, we have our Builders Club TV time machine, Frazer. And basically what we like to do is we like to throw our guests in our Builders Club TV time machine. We take the family back and we talk to you about your path to success. Before we get into what you got going on, we want to find out how you got to where you are. So if you can you take us back a little bit, man? Can we pry into your past and learn about your path to success?
Yeah, depends how far you want to go back. But yeah, I'll actually go back all the way to 1987. So 1987, October 1987, my mum and dad had just sold their business. They'd recently kind of got together, got married. My mum was pregnant with me. She was probably about 4 months pregnant, and they just sold the business. And when they sold the business, they were starting to think, where should we do? What should we do? So my dad decided to buy a house that had 5 bedrooms, 2 living rooms, and a basement. And they said, what we're going to do is we're going to live in one of the rooms and we will rent out the 4 bedrooms and the 2 living rooms to pay the mortgage as well as the interest. And it should give us a little bit left over to survive. Basically, they kind of come up with the Airbnb story pretty much. It did not make it Airbnb. Wow. Anyway, one day, they're kind of struggling month to month, people coming into the house, people leaving. And my mum was pregnant. There was probably had about 4 months to go. My dad's walking down the stairs thinking to himself, things have got to change. He'd listen to a whole Jim Rohn thing, like, for things to change, you've got to change. For things to get better, you've got to get better. And as if it was magic, he came down into the kitchen, and one of the people who stayed in the house had left a newspaper open, and he saw an advertisement that said, MLM, MLM, MLM. I drive an Aston Martin, you can too, call me now. And he thought, MLM, what does that mean? He honestly thought that MLM stood for Make Love Monthly. That's what
Sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up, right? Yeah, exactly, sign me up. So he calls this number, the guy answers and says, hello, how can I help you? He says, hey, I've seen your advertisement about making Love Monthly and having an Aston Martin. Like, I want in. And he's like, whoa. No, it's not that kind of business opportunity. This is multi-level marketing. And he goes, what the heck's multi-level marketing?
Right.
And he's like, oh, it's this process where you promote product. And my dad's like, yeah, I don't understand it, but I want the Aston Martin. And it sounds great. He says, well, luckily for you, there's an event happening down the road from where you live, about half an hour at the weekend. It's going to be our big event. Come along. He says, oh, I can't really leave my wife. She's pregnant at the moment. It's not really a great time. He said, oh, bring her too. So my mum went. I went to their very first presentation, and I was in the room in 1987. From that moment, my mum and dad joined the industry. In a 10-year time period, they made over $10 million, which many years ago is a lot of money in network marketing, especially in Europe. It was a huge success. So as a result, I traveled around the world with them, and I got to learn network marketing until 2010. 2010 April, I decided to get involved in network marketing. I decided to get involved because I felt that I could build it all on the internet. So I made a few mistakes. I spammed a lot of people. I became the original Spamela Anderson. I actually think if you look back to where it came from, I wrote on a piece of paper in 2009, before I actually got involved. I noticed that we are like-minded individuals. That saying has been copied and pasted in the industry, all over the industry. And I'm a little bit embarrassed to say that I wrote that down on a piece of paper 11 years ago, because I spammed so many people. But yeah, did a lot of struggles, ended up building an organization of 300,000 customers, retired from the industry from a distributor point of view and a field leader point of view in end of 2016, the date that Donald Trump got elected. I think it was the 8th of November 2016. I stopped receiving a network marketing commission then, and I went full on coaching, speaking, and training in the industry. And it's been an absolute blessing, an honor, and privilege ever since then. So that's kind of how that all happened. It was kind of nuts.
Wow. So literally born into the industry, you saw something early on, it seems, with the internet, right? Although still today, you have people who are still on the fence as far as leveraging the internet. What advice do you have in 2020 for entrepreneurs now? And I want to go back and talk to you about how what made you decide that the internet was the proper vehicle for you. But what advice do you have for people today, entrepreneurs, in terms of using the internet to grow their business?
So I've got a very interesting perspective on the industry, because there is probably about 10 people on the planet, maybe less, who are successful second generation network marketers, because the industry is really, really, really young. It's like 60 years old, maybe 62 years old, that sort of time frame. So it's really, really young. So here's the thing. A lot of people in network marketing, before the internet came, the number one biggest problem was lead generation. That was the biggest problem. Like, I've run out of people to talk to. What do I do? Oh, you have to go join a gym. Well, why? Because when you're on the treadmill, you run next to someone, and when you're running next to them, you'll say, hey, you should really check out this amazing product. This is why I look so good, and like, that was the plan. Or you had to go and drop leaflets through people's letterbox, or you had to go and find where there was a nearest business event, and you would just go and put your business card in all the toilets, or above all the urinals, so people would go see them, and or put the little leaflets or the little postcards in the car windows. That's what people had to do. So now we use social media to simply generate a lead. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong. They feel like I can move my entire business from offline to online. But in reality, you don't. You generate a lead online and you communicate online, right? Instead of having to have a monthly meeting where everyone from all over the country drives or flies into one place to meet up once a month, or you're doing telephone conference calls, instead we use Zoom. We have 1-to-1 meetings, 5-to-1 meetings, 100-to-1 meetings, 1,000-to-1 meetings, all on Zoom, through the new leads that we create and the communication to develop the leaders and the online culture in the business. But people just seem to think that they can do absolutely everything online. but the start of the process starts online. It's exactly like dating these days. The majority of marriages that are happening now for the new relationships are from people who have met online. But you meet someone online, great, tick. You have a date with them maybe online via FaceTime just to make sure they're no creep, right? So you're like, hey, like, what do you like? Yeah, I like that too. Hey, do you want to meet up? Then you meet up with them. If you get married, will you get married on Zoom? Like, hey, I've never met you before. We've never touched each other before. We've never hugged one another before. Should we get married? Like 1 in like a million say, yeah, let's do that. You're the one for me. I don't really need to touch you. But you have to take it from online to offline. You just have to. And that's why social media gets confused so much, because people feel like they have to do everything online, when in reality, you just need to do the basics online.
That's good stuff. So I want to rewind a little bit. You saw the internet early on in terms of, you know, how it relates to the home business industry. What about the internet caught your attention in terms of using the internet, and why did you feel this was the best vehicle for home business?
Well, I was very introverted when I started. I have 2 personalities, and it's not like a personality disorder. It's not faking it. I just believe that you have to be aware. Tony Robbins talks about this a lot, but you have to be aware of your personas so that you can switch it on when you need to. So there's on stage Frazer, which is a raving lunatic who's like, this guy is freaking crazy. And then there's the behind the scenes Frazer, which is extremely introverted, very, very introverted. And I thought that you had to be an extrovert to succeed in network marketing. You had to be outgoing, you had to get out your comfort zone a lot, you had to be around people. I just didn't like doing that. So one day in 2009, I was speaking to someone on the internet, and they were a complete stranger, and they were saying, hey, so what do you do? And at the time I was in university. I remember saying, oh, I'm in university. And they said, well, what do you want to do after you come out of university? I said, well, I don't really know. And something just went off in my head. It was like, Frazer, your dad has always told you. So like, network marketing is all about turning strangers into friends, friends into family. You turn them from a stranger to a friend to get them in the business, and then a friend to a family to keep them in the business. And I thought, hang on a minute. If I was involved in network marketing, I could have answered the question that guy just asked a little bit different. So instead of, hey, Frazer, what do you do? And me saying, oh, I'm in university, I have no idea what I want in my life. I could say, oh, I help people make money on social media. Do you make money from yours? And I went down to my dad's office. I told him I was going to join. He said, what's changed? I said, I'm going to do it all on the internet. He was like, it doesn't work on the internet. No one's ever done it on the internet before. In fact, if you go out there and find a success story or a clue or any blogs, articles, webinars, presentations, trainings, videos that people have done it online before, then I'll let you do it. If not, I don't think you should do it. So I was like, all right, cool. I looked for 2 days straight, didn't find one thing. There was not one article, not one thing in 2009, 2010 that said that people could build it online. So I thought, I'm just going to focus on building relationships. I'm going to connect with people. I'm going to build a relationship. I'm going to see if they're open to checking out some information. If they say yes, great. If they say no, I move on to the next one. And I spoke to thousands of people. 500 people said yes and joined. And that turned into over 300,000 customers. And yeah, I believe that social media gives everyone the potential to be anyone they want.
Wow.
In terms of the way you're going to climb up the ladder, and not obviously faking the personality you're going to be.
Wow. So I do want to ask you this, because a lot of people might feel they're introvert or not really an outgoing person. They don't have the big personality, the charisma that you see a lot of the leaders having. But you've built an extremely large brand online, social media. So I want to talk to that a little bit. Is branding an important part now in the new era of business? Is branding important for the home business entrepreneur, just as it is for anybody else?
Yeah, it is. It's important, but it gets overcomplicated. Like, branding's important, but like, most people think branding is logo, cover photo, tagline,
right?
Like, and they're thinking, oh, I'll go to a branding specialist to get it done. I can literally help everyone on this call now create your brand. All it is knowing who your target market is, like who is your absolute perfect person to join your business. And then number 2 is having a posting plan. So you know exactly what you're going to post every single day to attract that target market to you. That's your brand. Wow. That's all I did. Wow. I just thought, my target market, network marketers. So I'm going to make posts of value that I think would help me, because I was a network marketer, and that's going to appeal to network marketers. And my entire following is just all network marketing based, because I go so heavy network marketing that probably like 20 of my Facebook friends are people who aren't in network marketing, because maybe they're, you know, family members or friends from before I started this whole journey. So understand who your target market, and then have a plan to post things that attract and appeal to the target market. That's it. That's your branding message. That's all you need to know about branding.
Seems simple enough. And I'm assuming we can learn more about this. I love, in your new book, I love the title, I Dare You, and it's a complete guide to building your network marketing business on social media. For those who have not heard of the book yet, what can they expect, and why is this book important for the culture?
I decided that one of my favorite books in network marketing is GoPro by Eric Worre. I've been blessed enough to have hung out with him a bunch of times, spoken on his stage twice now, which has just been a blessing. And he's just become a really, really good friend, and kind of like we collaborate on different things and ideas that we have and different stuff now, which is just mad. But the reason why I love that book so much is because it was literally a step-by-step guide, what you have to do in order to succeed in network marketing. And so I thought, well, you know what? There's no books like that for social media. So I need to go and create one. So I thought, I'm going to create a step-by-step process, which becomes a DMO for people. So the 5 steps are content. So you create content, you comment to get more traffic, you connect, you communicate to turn strangers into friends, friends into family, and then you close. So the 5 C's: content, comment, connect, communicate, close. Those are the 5 steps. So in each part of the process, I go through step by step, and I literally break down what to post, where to go and comment, and what to say, what to do to connect with people, how to find people and have them actually reply to you, what to say to turn them from a stranger to a friend, and what you actually do in order to get someone to say yes or no, instead of I'll think about it, maybe, we'll see. So that's the whole point of the book, and I'm really excited about it because so many people have gone through it now. There's tens of thousands of people have read it, and the feedback's been really, really cool. A lot of people say it's their Bible for network marketing, which that makes me smile.
Amazing. Where can we find the book, Frazer?
If you go to Frazer's book, that's FRAZERS book, BOOK.com. That's frazersbook.com. In fact, there's the second book. It's called I Double Dare You. And it's all about online. Yeah, it's all about online duplication, how you can use the internet to duplicate your team. So if they go to frazersbook.com, you should see both options there, to the first one and the second one. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Truly amazing. Frazer, there's so much that we can learn from you, man. Before we let you go, however, we do want to play a quick game with you. We've been playing with our guests. Really fun, super simple. We call it a word of advice with a mentor. The way that we play, I'm going to throw a few words at you, and then you're going to give us back a word of advice using that word. Does that make sense?
Yeah, let's do it. That's awesome.
All right. So the first word that we're going to give you, Frazer, is process.
Process. Yeah, you got to create a process and system, just like McDonald's, Starbucks, and Subway do. If you don't have a process that people can't tell you what it is when you ask them, then it's not good enough or simple enough to make happen.
Good stuff. The next word is skills.
Skills pay the bills. Skill set plus mindset plus tool set equals jet set. Skills are everything.
Love it. The next word is team.
Team. There's no I in team. Without the team, you can't go far. They say if divided we fall, together we stand. And team is everything. Energy is created through the team.
Amazing. The next word is build.
Build. Well, yeah, you got to be able to. If you don't build a business, you can't kind of leave a legacy. Every legacy that was created was something that was built. Some of the greatest people, some of the greatest legacies that have ever been left are from buildings that they've created or from cultures that they've created. So build a culture. Yeah, that's what I would recommend everyone to focus on.
Amazing. Frazer, the very last word that we have for you, and I got a feeling you're gonna like this one. It's actually 2 words: social media.
Use it, don't abuse it, understand it, create a process with it, appreciate that it's not everything, it's part of the process, not all of the process. Get out your comfort zone, meet new people, be parts of communities, do live videos, use the stories, learn it, get educated about it, and don't be an MLM dinosaur, because you will get wiped out if you don't start to adapt and learn the processes behind how social media can help you and your business.
Wow. It's been a pleasure having you on. We definitely got to have you back. There you have it, family. Frazer Brookes. We'll see you next time. Peace.
See you guys.
Hey, what's up, entrepreneur? Dewan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad, and welcome to the official Builders Club TV YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing. We have interviews featuring the most epic internet rock stars inside of the work-from-home industry, and it's going to be a great time here. Check out some of the interviews on the platform. Make sure that you definitely leave a comment down below in some of the videos that you watch, and let us know even if there's someone that you would like to see being interviewed on the Builders Club TV.
After class. I was thinking, like, man, my parents are spending so much money for me to be in school, and I'm in a business environment setting, and the professor is now discouraging me, for starting my own business at 21 years old. So, yeah, man, everybody gets hate. Everybody gets nonsense. I tell people, some of the closest people to you, whether you're getting involved in real estate or insurance or network marketing, or you're building funnels and internet marketing, whatever you're doing, making music, it doesn't really matter. A lot of people close to you are going to discourage you, tell you it's not possible. And it's not because they don't love and care about you. It's because they don't want you to leave. Because if you make it, you get successful, and you change your environment, they're afraid you're going to leave them behind. The goal is definitely to motivate, inspire, and give the listeners some real tangible things and strategies they can do to 10x, 100x their business rest of 2020 for sure.
You could get a rose and sniff, I'm woke and slit, they really fake, so switch, excuse all the temperament. You could catch me with a ride venom, it's not a fantasy, ride at 10, and now I'm the shit, I'm sore, but the flow though tends to no I'm with the kid, yeah, I'm on to something. Got no kind of chill, lately I don't even build. I mean for real, they know I got skill, I do not have time to kill. The more money I reel in, the more that they feel me is why I